doing to Kawhi right now.
He's folding.
Yeah. Was that Kawhi or Kalani out there last night? I can tell the goddamn difference. What happened to your man down the stretch of the game again?
Stop yelling so I can hear
wake
you.
it up in a little bit. Swiper gonna wake it up in a little bit. So I already know I ain't even gotta do it. Swiper gonna wake that up.
Oh,
Yo got me bad in fourth quarters repeatedly when his team need him. Chill, you not loud enough up here. You told these niggas the Clippers weren't going to the
fix your
playoffs.
mic, bro.
And guess what? They have right at home.
Fix
not
your
going to the
mic.
goddamn
Stop screaming.
playoffs.
Real talk.
Real talk. Your mic.
Thank you.
Real talk.
Hey, school supplies been bought. It's damn near summertime. You irrelevant right now. Back to Kawhi Leonard. Me, Chill, been on the right side of history all year, and now it's time for the Roosters to come home. It's time for the Roosters to hey, tell us what happened to your boy. He's supposed to be the best player in the league. Hey guys, every time Kevin Durant got double teamed and he turned the ball over, the next episode was an indictment and an assessment of Kevin Durant's career the entire time. So, if that's going to happen to KD, I want to know what we're doing with Kawhi Leonard. That's all I want to know.
And we get into spaces like what we got into last night in a win or go home situation. We look for the best players to go band for band. It's you against me because we can X and O all day long. We 100% can do that. But when we get into the meat and potatoes of the game, it is now you and me. No. And who performs and who doesn't perform. That's the most important thing.
Is that what you saw last night?
That's really not what happened, Joe.
That's not.
Is that what you saw last night?
That's not what happened. But that's what's supposed to happen. But that's not
why.
So Kawhi's
supposed to win the
doubled
basketball
and
game.
triple teamed. He's supposed to get doubled on the post touch. He's supposed to get doubled and blitzed on the blitzed on the pick and roll.
We don't do any of this, Penn. When James gets doubled, we don't do any of this.
Yes,
when
we do.
Shaq
Yes,
gets
we
doubled,
do.
we don't do. No, we
Why
don't.
do you think?
We don't do any of this. When Curry got three guys on him crossing half court or two guys on him.
When's the last time LeBron James won a championship without another top 75 player?
Wait, Chill. We don't do that.
Hold on.
Are you saying that we only talk about people getting blitzed when it's Kawhi Leonard? So we didn't just have this conversation with Kevin Durant. We don't do this with Luka Doncic. We don't. Is that what you're telling me, Chill? Are you trying to say that we're just giving Kawhi grace for getting blitzed and doubled when we talk about this with everybody that gets blitzed and doubled? Is that what you're saying?
No, what I'm saying to answer your question, when these guys, Luka gets blitzed and double team, how he splits the double team.
Luka is a great passer.
Okay,
Kawhi
Luka is a
not.
great. Okay, and the point is that when we get into the meat and potatoes of the game, Luka has the basketball. When we get into the meat and potatoes of the game, the other player on the team has the basketball. Whether they're getting blitzed, whether it's one-on-one coverage, they have the basketball, and we expect these guys to deliver, whether they get blitzed. Because when James gets blitzed and he makes the right play, he's soft. When
great passer.
We don't call LeBron soft. Them other people might call LeBron soft. I say LeBron made the right plays.
He did make the right
even
play.
when LeBron even way back when LeBron kicked it to you, Udonis Haslem on that baseline. I said that was a great pass, Bron. We talk about this all the time. We talk about the difference between Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan and LeBron James and how they're gonna force up good looks and he's gonna make right plays. We do that. So you can't bring those barbershop narratives about stuff we never said. Okay. Yes, that is because only certain people were calling Bron soft in those situations. We never did that, Chill.
Right, so
I never did that.
Okay,
and also I do feel like Kawhi Leonard made the right pass out of those blitzes. I think he got ripped by Draymond that time. Game was pretty much over already at that point anyway. But he got ripped by Draymond. Other than that, when they're blitzing him, I think Kawhi's making the right passes.
Okay, so with Kawhi Leonard getting blitzed, like he's never gotten blitzed before, right? Because he's been blitzed in the past. So that's
and he makes the right passes.
Okay, sure. So that's how you take Leonard out of the game. So when we get into the meat and potatoes of the game,
That's the best hope. Yes.
All we got to do is blitz Leonard.
Whoa,
so
whoa,
we
whoa.
blitz Leonard, get the ball out of his hands. He doesn't relocate. He doesn't come back and get the ball. He doesn't look for the right spot.
No, he was trying to, and Draymond did his job and denied him the ball. And Draymond did the right thing and denied him the ball. Kawhi made the right play. Kawhi made the right play, passing out of those high blitzes, out of those doubles, and for the most part, chill. They were winning the basketball game by doing that.
So he got shut down.
So that was my point when I said I think what Steph Curry was doing was obviously phenomenal, because that's what Steph Curry does. Phenomenal shit, right? I've said that multiple times. I told y'all yesterday, dude got the biggest gun on the block. We know this already.
Right.
Okay, so this isn't no Ox versus Steph Curry type situation already. So let's get that out the way right now.
Right.
I want to make sure that that's established. Just because I said he was a cone on defense last week doesn't mean that I wasn't up here trying to convince y'all for years that this is the most dangerous man you've ever seen on the basketball court. That's established already, right? So when the scheme with them blitzing Kawhi, him coming off the ball, it was working for the most part of the basketball game. They led for the most part of the game, right? Sure. I still think that was a good scheme for the Warriors, and I think that the Clippers responded. Now, then what happens in my mind is I don't think anybody was expecting that what Al Horford did when Al Horford did what he did.
That was just to get us back in the game.
Whoa. Ox, you weren't expecting that?
I wasn't. I got big love for that first ballot Hall of Famer, but I didn't expect him to come off and make that quick run like he did. I don't think anybody saw that coming.
Yeah, that motherfucker turned into Al.
Was you expecting this?
Who you talking to me?
That was just to get us back in the game. That's all that was just
chill.
To get us.
To your point. To your point about them doubling and I ain't trying to defend Kawhi now. The Warriors just did a genius game plan on when they doubled him. Like, they waited till like fucking 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Like, and it's part the Clippers' fault too, because like they was running some bullshit ass offense, and then they'll get the ball to Kawhi, and then by the time they double him, it's not like I saw somebody saying Kawhi can't pass. It wasn't really shit for him to pass it to. Like, motherfuckers running right next to each other, and like everybody sticking on the perimeter. It wasn't like
not to have an impact at the end of the game.
Okay, but Jordan,
I mean,
I
but
like that you mentioned this.
It's the time.
So
It's the time.
Are you saying like the system around him was not designed for him to have better passes available to him? Like maybe if they've gotten better spacing.
I mean, yeah, I think if they would have got better spacing, yeah, it would have worked. But I'm saying the timing of when the Warriors double was just genius. Like the way that they doubled, when they sent the double, who was next to him was genius. I don't know what passes y'all wanted Kawhi to make. Them niggas wasn't open, really. Like them niggas sent the double at the last minute when the guard would be at the top. So you got motherfuckers at half court, basically. And they doubling. Like, the motherfuckers wasn't open. Like, I don't know what y'all mean, Kawhi.
But Drench, though. He's the best player in the NBA. But Drench, though. Can't nobody hold him. Hey, but Drench, though.
I mean,
the defenders is little-ass boy, but they little-ass boys.
The same thing with Curry.
Yeah, you get that motherfucker at half court, you can double him.
Well, here's the thing.
Wait, Ron, who's a little-ass boy?
Draymond.
Who said
Nah,
that?
Draymond ain't no little bitty boy.
Who said that,
man?
Ron?
I was under the impression that everybody that guards Kawhi is a little ass boy.
Who said that?
Big Ox. I'll
Ron,
get back to you.
Ron, if you're gonna be nasty, at least be nasty.
I just want to know why expectations change for some people. That's what I want to know, because what I listen to when I listen to PC, of course, a great podcast, of course, but what Ox was saying was Kawhi was the best player in the NBA. Kawhi's a better basketball player than Steph. But in this game, and Kawhi's a better defender than Draymond Green. That's what he was arguing in those mid-2010s too. Why wasn't late game Kawhi Leonard guarding Steph Curry when he already had a 20-point quarter? Before he put up a double-digit
when was Kawhi Leonard the best
quarter
defender in the NBA?
In that same game? Why couldn't he get the ball in the fourth quarter in any spots? Even the same player, in which I think you retracted the statement about the passing and playmaking, couldn't create out of a double. He was forcing 4v3s, passing the ball to the short man, and wasn't able to make the proper pass at the right time. And we're talking about
the proper pass, though?
Who should he have passed the
ball
to?
The short roll pass was there, and he was getting blitzed. He couldn't pass out the double, let alone passes. He couldn't even get the ball to them, make a play for himself. The same person that we talk about, the money mid-range, the elite three-point shooting, can get by anybody, has strength to rise over the top. couldn't get by Draymond Green, who this season, I've been watching every Warriors game, has not been to the level that he's shown just last night. He's clearly been regressed. So I would like
clearly been regressed.
Crazy. He's worse than he was last year, 100%.
No, he ain't. Did you not see the whole season?
This season, this season, from what he was last season, he was like decoy candidate. This season, he hasn't been near that level, in my opinion. I'm a Warriors fan. I watch.
Who I was what last season?
He was a decoy level defender last season.
No, he talking about Kawhi.
He was the decoy.
No, he talking about Draymond.
He's talking about Draymond.
Oh. Anyway,
so are you asking?
My thing is with Ox is the expectation. No. I'll leave the question like this. The expectation doesn't make sense with what you're saying about Kawhi. I understand you have a bit of bias. He's your favorite player, but at the same time, you can't call the player the best player in the NBA. It's not bias. You can't call him the best player in the NBA. He didn't call him the best player in the NBA.
No. Wait. Hold on. Wait a second. Hold on. Because you're asking questions. You're asking questions. I can't say those because you're asking me. You're asking
10 people up here. Oh my.
Ron, wait. Hold on, Ron. Wait, Ron. Real quick, Ron. These is your reinforcements.
Yeah.
Ron. These is your reinforcements.
Wake it up.
Hey.
Wake it up.
Hey.
Yeah. Wake it.
Hey, don't call no reinforcements. Just call me. Hey, I bet you when I get them niggas off your block.
Real talk.
These the niggas you call for me.
The expectation on Kawhi is way different.
Ron, these the niggas you call? These niggas right here? I bet you I get these niggas off your block.
Right now.
Wait a second. Hey, hold on. Real talk. Because KB said something. I want to respond to it.
Real talk. What is that?
I'm doing the Kawhi right now.
He's folding.
Was that Kawhi or Kalani out there last night? I can tell the goddamn difference. What happened to your man down the stretch of the game again?
Stop yelling so I can hear you.
Swipper gonna wake it up in a little bit. Swipper gonna wake it up in a little bit. So I already know I ain't even gotta do it. Swipper gonna wake that up. Go got me bad in 4 quarters repeatedly when his team need him. Chill, you not loud enough up here. You told these niggas the Clippers weren't going to the playoffs. Mic, and guess what? They have right at home.
Fix your mic. Stop screaming.
Real talk.
Your mic.
Thank you.
Real talk.
Hey, school supplies been bought. It's damn near summertime. You irrelevant right now. Back to Kawhi Leonard. Me, Chill, been on the right side of history all year, and now it's time for the Roosters to come home. It's time for the Roosters to hey, tell us what happened to your boy. He's supposed to be the best player in the league. Hey guys, every time Kevin Durant got double teamed and he turned the ball over, the next episode was an indictment and an assessment of Kevin Durant's career the entire time. So, if that's going to happen to KD, I want to know what we're doing with Kawhi Leonard. That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know.
Catch your breath now.
Go ahead, KB.
Let's because
go ahead.
Because KB asked some questions. I would like to address those questions. You were talking about Kawhi Leonard supposed to be the best defender in the NBA. Yes, he was for the time I said he was 7 years ago, 8, 9 years ago. I didn't say he was the best defender in the NBA. That's to answer that question. What else you said?
I'm asking you about the expectations. Why?
What expectations of what?
You have a higher expectation, or at least some people on this panel do, about Kawhi Leonard and how he likes to perform in a game in which it was high stakes, a playoff-like game, where the physicality obviously rised. Yeah. Where was he? He wasn't making plays on the basketball court. In the fourth quarter, he was not effective. The scoring wasn't there. He couldn't even get the ball to then score. When he got the ball and he got blitzed, like superstars do, he couldn't make any proper reads or even keep the ball alive. You answer your own question. I don't got no in-depth insight to what was going on. You asked the question. You answer your own question. You said you talking about what was going on. You talking about the scheme. That's the
scheme.
Expectation for you is he still the best player on the floor when he's getting outplayed thoroughly.
So okay, so you're asking me why I have expectations of Kawhi? Because I think he's a great basketball player. That's why I have expectations of those.
How many finals MVPs does he have?
Basketball player.
That's a relevant pin. That's a relevant pin because he didn't get a Finals MVP this year.
He got two. He got two.
No, but you're asking me.
Holding the number 2 up.
That's
two finals
don't worry
MVPs.
about that. Don't worry about those Finals MVPs. That was then. You're asking me why do I have high expectations of Kawhi? I'm telling you because I think he's a great basketball player. You're saying what happened? What happened is he got blitzed. He got blitzed. I mean,
I'm not trying to hear this. He got blitzed shit. Why
you not trying? So why are you not trying to hear this?
When dudes get blitzed, I'm not trying to hear this shit.
What are you not buying? Wait. What do you? How is it bullshit? He gets blitzed and he passes the ball.
This is not the first time Kawhi Leonard has been blitzed. This is not the first time Kawhi Leonard has been doubled. When Kawhi Leonard cooks people when he gets blitzed, Kawhi Leonard, no, I'm not chilling because this is bullshit.
Chill your mic.
This is bullshit.
But do y'all see?
What's the bullshit?
This is bullshit. Because if Kawhi Leonard went off last night,
do you see when he got?
We would have got up here and we would have heard how awesome this dude is.
But do you see when he got blitzed?
And we're not hearing that.
See when he got blitzed.
Okay, I keep asking y'all the question.
This is bullshit.
Who was he supposed to pass the ball to when he got blitzed?
He was passing the ball.
Okay.
No, hold on. No, I'm talking about just off his turnovers alone. Who was he supposed to pass the ball to?
The open guy.
There was a play in which he.
That's what he was.
Where was the guy? Hold on.
I'm literally saying it right now. There was a play in which he got a ball screen from Brook Lopez. There was a short roll. He took a long time to then make that pass. Then he eventually made it. The help came over. There are certain times and pockets of like time in which you make that pass, in which we talk about.
When you know. Hold on.
He didn't make the pass at the right time. That's his fault.
Okay, first of all, I know exactly what play you're talking about. That's one play that you're talking about, and it's a lot easier.
I just brought you a play right now. That is
all right. Well, hold on.
There's more than one play. There's more than one play.
Let me explain it. Let me explain it for you. Then, when it's a difference when you running a pick and roll at the top of the key, and there's not Darius Garland coming from a dribble handoff from behind your goddamn back until when somebody else coming up, and then you try to make a play, and you can see that from a mile away.
Preach.
That play that you're talking about, Steph Curry and Porzingis is right behind Brook Lopez, right? He could have made the short road. He missed it. That happens one time. Go to the other 4 turnovers and look where the open man is.
So how about this one idea, Drench? How about this
and
one?
The others, he has 6 turnovers. Another turnover was
five.
Can we let
another turnover was offensive foul. Another turnover was him getting stripped.
It was a weak ass offensive foul too, by the way.
Mons, you and I had this.
There was obviously the pass turnover as well.
Yes,
I don't know what the other 2 turnovers were. I just remember like 3 of them. But
regardless, it was bad spacing. Them motherfuckers running dribble handoffs with Darius Garland running behind Kawhi, damn near half court.
Right. So
and then they got the corners, and then everybody in the corners are hiding in the corners. Like those are very. And the way the Warriors played it, they did it perfectly because they knew that Kawhi get doubled in the post. He don't necessarily get doubled at the top a lot of the times. So he
wasn't getting the ball in the post because he couldn't get off of Draymond, is what I'm saying.
All right, but we just talking about the playmaking passes right now. You want to shift the argument to like 7 different things. Let's just stick to one.
He just had a lot of flaws. There's a lot to shift.
Yeah, he did. I feel you, but I'm just addressing one. I'm just talking about the one with the double team.
I understand what you're saying because we say the same thing when it comes to KD. He shouldn't be, and I've been saying this, he shouldn't be handling the ball as much at that size, because he's going to be prone to turnovers, similar to Kawhi, even though Kawhi's a bit smaller.
I don't think that was the case though.
I'm saying though, besides even the passing and playmaking part, which Ox, to his point, he said he doesn't really believe. He said he went too far with that, so I'm not going to be honing in on that too much. What I'm saying is even the other stuff about being off ball, getting the ball to them in your spots, he wasn't getting it. He couldn't get off of Draymond off the ball. And that is an issue for someone who is a high caliber player like him. That's definitely an issue. Not being able to receive the basketball and even then being forced to take extremely tough shots. Like one of the field goals that he made against Draymond was literally a high 5 midi that was extremely tough. And I'm like, Ferris, bro, you're one of the best mid-range shooters in the league. You got it. Outside of that, he wasn't getting this. Every single basket that was made. I
don't think anybody's disagreeing with what you're saying, KB. I don't think anybody's disagreeing with the fact that Kawhi got off the ball and then Draymond was face guarding him. It was hard for him to get the ball back. There's no argument here.
Well, I think one of the other issues is
issue though for him not being able to get the ball.
is looking through some of the possessions.
Go ahead,
from last
Swipe.
night.
Go ahead, Swipe.
Sure.
Looking through some of the possessions from last night is not only
Keep cooking,
Kawhi could not consistently beat people off the dribble, but he also couldn't screen. So when they were trying to get Draymond Green off of him and switch him on the pods, Kawhi's not a good enough screener in order to he kept trying to slip instead of setting a full screen, and so therefore they couldn't actually get a switch going at all. So I think the issue is when Kawhi can't beat you off the dribble, which is he hasn't been able to do that consistently for years. What he does well is pull up jumper.
Yep.
Yeah, is when he can't beat you off the dribble, he has to get off the ball or shoot over the top. If you are guarding him with a very supreme athlete or a supreme defender, he's not a great screener to get him off in order to get the switch. And then on top of that, you can't exactly put Kawhi in pick and roll and ask him to do something that Darius Garland would do. So I think this is not by the way, this isn't a crazy criticism jump on Kawhi. I still think Kawhi was first team All NBA this year. That has nothing to do with this. I think the issue is that when you get into heightened playoff situations, you do not have the ability to utilize Kawhi in the same level you have to use other star ball handlers because he doesn't have the ability to create space. He doesn't have the ability to drive by you consistently. He doesn't have the ability to play make at a high level, and then he doesn't have the ability to get off of great defenders consistently.
At this point of his career.
Yeah, we're talking about Kawhi now. Yeah, Kawhi he doesn't do that. Tatum.
Why do you say he's not a great screener? Why can't nobody screen for him though?
Well, I'm watching the possessions now. Is that even when
and then he got blitzed, and then you complained about where was he meant to be?
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about off the ball. I'm talking about with Draymond face.
Well, I'm saying they're trying to, but
because Draymond was top blocking, so realistically you would cut back door. But Kawhi doesn't have any level of explosion to create separation, so you end up running.
Oh, that's why he don't cut back door.
Yeah.
Damn, Kawhi don't know how to cut back door.
You can see occasions in which he does cut back door. Also, Benedict Mathurin missed him on one, so there's also that. He's got missed.
Yeah.
So there's that's part of it, but the other part of it is when Kawhi doesn't have a clear strength advantage.
Yeah.
It's Rise.
You saw what happened.
Right. Yeah, that's another one too.
Or that nigga had
Draymond a hell of a defender, man. You gotta give Draymond a lot of credit.
You gotta get Ty
I'm not
Lue
even gonna bash Kawhi for what he did last night. I'm not even gonna bash him. And the only reason I'm not gonna bash him because I think you guys kind of explained why this stuff is always so laughable when you bring it up. Because when we were talking about Steph, it was we expect this from Steph. We're not even gonna overreact to Steph. This is what Steph does. When it's Kawhi, let Kawhi have a good game. He better than Kevin Durant. He better than Steph Curry. He better than all these guys under the sun. Let him have a mid game. Crickets. You know why? Because you don't think he's that good. It's really that simple. When Steph does this, we expect this from Steph. When KD does this is what KD's been doing.
I don't expect shit from Steph.
When Bron does this, Bron's got the greatest longevity ever. This is what Bron does. When Kawhi does it, he's better than everyone who's ever played. But when he doesn't, no indictments on his career, no reason to actually overreact to this. You know why? Because you don't actually think he's as good as these guys you say he's better than. Because if you did, you would hold him to the standard that you hold the other guys who are clearly better than him too. Kevin Durant couldn't handle a double team for 2 games. KD actually couldn't handle double team 16 years ago. He's actually been unable to handle a double team his whole life. Kawhi can't handle a double team. He had no passing angles. He had no one he could give the ball to. There was no spacing. Kevin Durant's in Houston. He's on the Houston Rockets.
I think we said the same
thing. He is on the Houston Rockets.
No, Drake, you said the same thing. You
had to listen to Kevin Durant is not good enough handling double teams. I had to listen to Kevin Durant can't initiate offense because he is on the Houston Rockets struggling to deal with double teams for 2 games against the Lakers. Kawhi gets double teams for 1 half. And it's
Are you talking about? Are you talking to?
There was nothing he could do.
No, he's not talking.
I'm talking to Kawhi FC. I'm talking to Kawhi FC
because I didn't say
I'm talking to the planet of when Kawhi had game 2 against Denver last year. Kawhi better than Kevin Durant. Kawhi better than this guy. Kawhi better than that guy. The other 6 games in the series was mid. The other 6 games was mid. And you know who got blamed? James Harden. Another guy who Kawhi FC know is better than Kawhi Leonard, but they'll never say it. They'll never acknowledge it. But there's a reason why one gets held to stand up. James Harden got to show up. James Harden's got to perform. James Harden's got to do this. Kawhi can just be silent in the background, giving me a nice little 20 on 18 shots, giving me a nice little 20 when we were down 30 already. Giving me 1 great game in a series. Let James Harden hit 2 game winners in a series. But he wasn't good the other games. Kawhi can have 1 good game He better than every all-time great that's ever played the game. Kawhi better than Larry Bird, apparently. Kawhi better than Kevin Durant. The only small forward better than him is LeBron James. And even then, 2014 finals. Oh, finals MVPs, 17 points per game. Let Steph Curry win a finals MVP average of 17. Let that happen. Let that be what occurs.
That can't happen because he's a call on.
Don't leave out Mars.
Kawhi didn't have a great season. Mind you, yesterday as a Kawhi supporter, as a member of Kawhi FC, we have to be honest. Kawhi's defense also wasn't great yesterday either. Because I was watching back some of those other possessions and he was getting beat off ball repeatedly. And in particular with Al Horford.
Everybody get beat off ball, whether you're a good defender or not.
No. But you can overhelp. But you can overhelp and be in no man's land. Kawhi Leonard was overhelping in no man's land yesterday, though. Like he wasn't doing anything.
Kawhi,
okay, when you say
that's why you guys don't need to overreact. You don't expect nothing.
I can't even hear you, bro.
Kawhi when he does good is amazing. Golf clap. Kawhi when he does good is amazing.
That's why I said expectations. The expectations.
You guys don't expect this.
I do want to say again, member of Kawhi FC, that he absolutely deserves some criticism for what he did. I asked a question on Twitter that people got upset about yesterday. That when's the last time he balled out in a end of a series, like, must have a situation. People brought up 21, which I think is fair. That's obviously a great 6 and 7. But I will say I think he's been very
talking about against the Mavs.
Yeah, but I think there's also, and Mars just talked about this as well. Chill back in the day, just before I was on the show, and I was just a fan of the show, fan of YouTube, fan of Ox, all that stuff.
Didn't he hoop against Seattle in Game 6?
He had a good game 6 against Denver last year when they were down 3-2.
Yeah, but again, watching the game, like actually watching some of that game, like you just remember like kind of what was happening over the course of it. Like
it wasn't amazing, but he had a good game.
It was I would say it's good. It was a good game. But I think some of this is like
someone else had a good game in that game, but no one seems to remember. But
I definitely remember James Harden. James Harden was the best player on the floor, by the way, in that game for the Clippers. So that's why I'm saying if you watch these games and you remember some of the stuff. I'm saying that with Kawhi Leonard, I think there's been multiple times now since 2020 that if he gets blitzed or he's facing a superior athlete defensively, he has struggled a lot as the series gets later on. Now, I don't know if that's not an indictment of him as a player, but I think there are Jordan, it could be his team around him, it could be whatever else it is. There are ways for you to take Kawhi Leonard out of games as the series gets later when you play versus certain kinds of defensive competition, certain kind of coverages, and he struggles greatly in those situations is what I'm saying. So I don't know what that means about him as in totality. Maybe he just needs a different team around him, but that's happened multiple times now since 2020.
This is
happened in game 6
it
and 7.
means that he's not the best player in the league. I mean, that's what
I don't think. I don't say he's the best player in the league.
There is somebody up here that said he's the best player in the league. There's somebody up here. So again, if it don't apply, let it fly. We're not talking to you. We're not talking to you. It's the guy with the jersey on.
Literally admitting to it.
He has jersey on. That's that
literally saying
guy.
He said earlier that you said it was Giannis?
No, Pin.
Well, Giannis
I'm not talking just today. I'm not just talking about just today.
And then you said Shea.
Oz can have his fandom.
Hey, but you know what though, Pin? It don't even matter whether I think it's SJ or not. Kawhi close enough, so I got Kawhi.
We were having a conversation about the league
MVP.
We were having a conversation about the league MVP, and we were having a conversation about the league MVP, and we brought up Luka, and we brought up what SJ was doing. Ox had said verbatim, Kawhi Leonard's the best player in the league. He said that.
Okay, so
I've said it multiple times.
I'm not judging Kawhi off one game, by the way.
Yes, we are.
He's had an unbelievable season.
That's what we have to do. That's what we have to do. Forget this season. Forget this season.
Okay, wait.
You know how we get down, damn it. You know how
we're not going to do. This is what we're not going to do. We're not going to. We are not. No.
Are we talking about Steph?
What we're not going to do is we're not going to brush over Kawhi Leonard's one game and just gloss over his entire season. Just so we're clear, last night's game was an elimination game. That was for all the marbles. You lose, you out. Period. Which means that the stars, the guys who are the best, show up in the biggest moments. So what we're not going to do is we're not going to sit here and go, you know what? We're going to talk about the rest of the season. No, the hell we not. We're going to talk about when the bets got higher. We're going to talk about.
Chill. I feel like, hey, no. I just want to ask you. So on Friday tomorrow, if Steph Curry don't make the playoffs, are you gonna get up here and we gonna just ignore that Steph Curry just be missing the playoffs?
Yeah, we used to Steph Curry missing the playoff from the play-in. No, that's old news.
This is gonna be like.
Okay. I'm just asking.
Yeah, we talked about that multiple
come up
times.
here with that same.
And then that'll be another indictment on his career.
Yeah. I just want to know.
Drench, we not. No, Drench. You know why we not gonna do that, Drench? You know why we not gonna do that, Drench? Because it's people up here that fuel themselves off of hating on Kawhi Leonard. And you know who those people are.
Who?
That you sitting right in between them, Swiper.
They know
these two? Well, I know one.
Yeah, he gonna say that we hate Kawhi Leonard because we actually
that's what they
said. We actually listen to the words that I say. We listen to the words that Kawhi Leonard fans say, and then we hold them to those standards. So it's not hate when the best player in the league disappears for a whole half of basketball in an elimination game. That's not true. That's you. That's not you.
Okay, we heard you. You said that 3 times. We got you.
It's the panel. Religion get built on cam. Where the check throw smoke and the hoes go ham. You ain't never seen hoops out here did raw. Every take got weight, every night we drop. This that barbershop. Courtside, worldwide tone. Welcome to the only show that really feel like numbers jumping like the score.